what is this, lesson 16. Number 16. There we go. And it is recording right now, just so you know. So, going to take your pencil. I'm going to do kind of this sort of a loose, scribbly sort of fir tree. And so we're going to be using a lot of overhand. I'm going to start with a line here. I'm just probably going to do one here. And to make a nice straight line, we use our arm. Can you guys see this well enough? Okay, we know our structure is going to be this way, but I'm just going to jump into this. Light's coming from this side, so light, right? Light's coming this way. So that means the shade's going to be over here. And I'm just going to kind of structure this out this way. So I've kind of got a sense of the structure of it, if you can see that. And now I'm going to use the side of the pencil a lot. And this is my reference in case we're forgetting. It's one of my references. And I'm going to create a lot more shade on one side using that side of that pencil. This is an odd technique, but as I move to the light side, the light is, I'm going to lift my pencil up a little bit so I get more tip from the pencil. And on the side I get more thicker shade. And you can kind of see that I get to tilt the pencil a little bit as you go. Is this kind of making sense? I go top to bottom just because it's less likely to smudge. And I just kind of structure it in there that way. Any of you do archery? Okay, so there are different kinds of archery. You can pull it and you can hold that aim and really, really look in on it and then let it go and hopefully it goes where you want it to. And there's other kinds that are more fluid where you just do it all at once, right? There's two really different fundamental methods. And they're both good. They're not wrong. But this method for me is a little bit like the second one, where if you want to be good at the quick method, you don't need to practice aiming for longer. You need to go have that fluid shot. So I've done this a lot in my life, and some people feel like, well, that just seems like you're scribbling. Well, that's okay. But you got to practice the scribbling to get good at scribbling. Does that make sense? You have to practice scribbling to get good at scribbling. And that's what I'm doing. Just allow it to happen. And if it doesn't look good, that's okay. It's just practice. Archery's tough. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. Interesting. So I'm going to draw a little bit of the shaded grass out this way, just some lines. And that's kind of a simple looking tree. I can go in with the writer's grip, writer's hold on this, and give it a little more definition. But mostly what I'm seeing is a pattern of shade that kind of comes through that. It's better to do it with a real reference, looking at a real tree or something like that. But this gets the idea. I'm going to give some extra dark spots there along the trunk. This is not the only approach. This is just an approach. There are a lot of good ways of doing this. This one works for me. And then, of course, you can use essentially the same one and do them really fast in the background. You know, if you wanted just a quick tree back there, just kind of a texture look for a tree. Anyway, that's kind of that lesson, and we'll put your name on that, always leave room for that, and we'll set that aside. And that is part one of this lesson, or just this is a lesson on how to draw a fir tree.